When the night falls and the noise of the world fades, the heart begins to speak. The shadows stretch across the walls, and silence becomes heavy, almost alive. In that stillness, memories wake up. The mind replays every word, every mistake, every pain that the daylight tried to hide. You hear thoughts whispering things you wish you could forget. And beneath it all, a voice calls softly. It is not fear. It is not guilt. It is the quiet invitation of God asking you to speak to Him before the darkness takes your peace. Long ago, the people of Israel never ended their day without prayer. They would kneel beside oil lamps, their faces touched by faint light, whispering their last words of faith before sleep. They knew that the night was not safe without God's hand upon them. In the cold of the desert, prayer was their only warmth. It was not just a habit. It was protection. It was communion. It was life. Today, the world glows with artificial light, but the soul feels darker than ever. We end our days surrounded by screens, filled with endless noise. We scroll, we search, we compare, and yet we remain empty. Our bodies are exhausted, but our spirits are restless. We lie in bed with heavy hearts, pretending everything is fine. Anxiety speaks louder than faith. Fear feels closer than God. That is why prayer before sleep is sacred. It is not superstition. It is surrender. When you kneel at the end of the day, you release the weight that words cannot carry. You hand over your failures, your confusion, your unseen pain. Prayer is not about perfection. It is about honesty. God does not need beautiful sentences. He needs a willing heart. When you close your eyes and say His name, heaven bends close. The same God who watched Daniel in the lion's den now watches over you in your bed. Each night you pray, you build an invisible shield around your soul. You open a door for divine peace to enter and push the darkness away. Prayer does not only calm your thoughts, it moves heaven on your behalf. The moment you say, Lord, I give you my worries, something changes in the unseen. Angels take position. Fear begins to lose ground. The same God who silenced storms listens to your voice. You do not need to shout. A whisper of faith is enough to move eternity. Think of how many nights you stayed awake fighting invisible battles. You tried to find peace through control, but control only chained you more. Prayer teaches the opposite. It says, let go, and I will hold you. The night becomes holy when filled with prayer. Even your dreams carry messages of comfort. You wake with a heart lighter than when you closed your eyes. Peace is not the absence of pain. It is the presence of God in the middle of it. As the night deepens, so does understanding. The act of praying before sleep is not only a request for protection, it is a mirror for the soul. It shows how small we are, yet how loved we remain. The greatest mistake of our generation is believing that peace comes from control. We plan every hour, every move, but we forget to rest in the one who holds tomorrow. We speak to everyone, but not to the one who can change everything. Prayer before sleep corrects that mistake. It reminds us that life is fragile, time is short, and grace is endless. It teaches that no matter how dark the night may be, light still waits at dawn. The lesson is simple, yet powerful. When you pray, you confess your need. You break your pride. You let God be God again. So tonight, close your eyes slowly. Whisper your gratitude. Tell Him your fear, your sin, your hope. And as you drift into sleep, remember this truth. Peace is not found when the world grows quiet. It is found when your soul finally speaks to God. If this message touched your heart, whisper Amen. And share this reflection with someone who needs peace tonight. Before you leave, pause for a moment. If this message reached your soul, let your heart respond. Lift your and touch the like, and let heaven know you are still standing in faith. Join this journey of light through the shadows. Each word here is a seed for your spirit. Each prayer, a shield for your night. Subscribe and walk this path with us. Together we rise from darkness to peace. Do not keep this to yourself. Someone you know is fighting in silence tonight. Share this message and let their heart find rest too. And wait. The next video that will appear on your screen carries another word from God. A message chosen for you. Do not miss it. Your faith needs what is coming next. Stay, watch, and let the presence of God keep guiding your nights. You are not alone. Peace is near.